You know the okay. We know bottled water is pretty much a scam. Okay, I'm aware of chemicals leaching out of the plastic and poisoning you. You know, some of them mimic some hormones. I'm aware of the bacterial growth from water that's stagnant sitting inside of a container. I'm aware of that, right? But if you asked me 5, 6 years ago, would I what would I choose, tap water or that? I would have chose that. And the reason being is because the tap water at my house was so disgusting. It was so bad. It tasted bad, smelled bad. It made me cringe. My lips would like pull back. You know, like when I tried to drink some. I even tried putting it in the refrigerator to make it cold to try to fool myself into liking it. That's how disgusting it was. And for me, it wasn't just in my head where I thought tap water, tasted bad and then bottled water good. No, it really was disgusting. And even after situations where I have bottled water coming in and I taste plastic, taste the chemicals, and I knew it was bad, I still thought that was better than what was coming out of the tap. And that was specific to me and where I lived. You talk about, well, if water's not good, then your local municipality will tell you. They did tell me way after the fact. I'd get a report saying, your water system failed on this particular day. You know what? That was just one day. That didn't explain how nasty the water was in general. And that was months and months after the fact I was notified. Okay, so for specific individuals, the nasty water you get with that chemical laden plastic sometimes can be better than what's coming out of your faucet. Alright, so if you come over and say, Danny, you're fooling yourself, that tap water is healthier than that plastic water, that's bullshit. Because at the time you wouldn't talk out of your ass because you just don't know everyone's individual situations. Now, that was the house. After I lost my house to freaking economy, we moved into an apartment. The water there was drinkable. Didn't taste good, but it didn't taste bad. It didn't make my lips want to come off of my teeth trying to pull away from the glass. It smelled okay. Didn't taste so great. We bought a filter. Yeah, and that solved our problem. And ever since then, we've been using ordinary filtering systems that hook up to you got the little screw cap that catches like lead and stuff from pipes. We unscrew that and then screw the filter up to it, and it works. 3 months, just replace it, and it's far better than those systems that sit underneath your sink, for like a year or 5 years or whatever. You're right. People don't replace those things. It's disgusting. It's not very useful. The disposable ones that you hook directly up to your sink faucet they work really well, at least for me, from my subjective perspective. Even here in this new apartment I'm at right now, it's got a higher amount of chlorine, and like when I had my first glass of water here, it's just it wasn't so good. I mean, based on the amount of chlorine in it, I mean, I knew it wasn't bad, and I didn't see any particulate matter or anything like that, so the water wasn't like cloudy or seen pretty clear. So I knew it was just because of the chlorine and the chemical treatments that it wouldn't, but it still tasted bad. But as soon as you hook up the water filter to it, the flavor is good, the water looks good. I think it's just the absolute best way of dealing with the situation, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having bottled water as long as it's glass and it's coming from your own tap. Like what me and my wife did a couple weeks ago. I sent her to the store and she bought a couple of bottled water, but in glass. We poured out the water. So then we got the glass containers, and now we fill them up with our tap water, and then we put them in the fridge. So we have bottled water anytime we need, and it's also cold, and it's also in a glass bottle, and it hasn't been sitting around for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks on some shelf, getting hot and cold, growing bacteria. It's in our fridge, so we control how long it's there, how clean it is, and we also control the quality by the filtering, what filter we choose, and when we replace the filter. So to me, that's the absolute best way of dealing with the issue of bottled water, is to provide everyone with filters to put on their sink. Then the issue would be over. Then people would go, hey, this tap water tastes way better than this bottled water, and would really mean it genuinely. It wouldn't be like, well, I know, tap water is healthier, but bottled water tastes better because it's been filtered at least once. They don't know about that bacterial stuff and the chemical leaching of the containers. So you would eliminate that whole discussion just by being a society that provides water filters. Not to mention, it might drive the price down, to maybe give some kind of financial incentive to companies who make these water filters, and they're already pretty cheap as it goes. I mean, I think mine was, I don't know, was it like 30 or 50, $20, $20 a month? I don't know. Still worth it. Makes the water great. Way better than just ordinary tap water. So